Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a tutorial on how to use Google Sheets, which is basically an app where you could use like annual calendars, to-do lists, or like there's also templates that you could use. But first make sure to sign into your account or sign up to make like a Google account or anything like that, any account to make your Google Sheets account. So you could have wedding planner, travel planner, invoice, employee shift calendar, customer relationship manager, management, and then project tracking, event marketing timeline, gradebook, attendance, assignment tracker. That's basically all of the templates that you could use. But I'm going to be using the blank spreadsheet, so I'm going to click on the spreadsheets. Okay, so first, when you see all these spreadsheets, like all the lines, you could see all of the rows, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, and then here you could scroll down and then it'll show all of the numbers here. It goes all the way to 1,000, or you could add more rows. So like if you go all the way down here, and then you could see add right here. Or you could also type in the number of how many times that you would want to do. Okay, so then I'm going to scroll all the way up here. First, you're going to rename your Google Sheets. So I'm going to name it Sheets 1. Make sure it saves into your drives until then. Okay, so all these buttons, you could see File, Edit, View, Insert, Format, Data, Tools, Extensions, and Help. And then all down here, it has menus and then undo buttons, print button, paint format, zoom, and then all these like symbols, and then font, and then font size, bold, italic, strike through, text color, fill color in, borders, merge cells, and then select merge type, and then horizontal line, vertical line, text wrapping, text rotation, insert link, insert comment, insert chart, create a filter, filter views, and then functions. So basically, you could just type in here like anything like cats. So over here, you have cat, and then it shows on here on top of here on, you could type in anything. If you can't really see on the here, you could also type where it says over here. So I have cats. And then next, it could be dog. And then you could also click on enter and then click on enter again. Unless not, you could also just click on it and double tap it. And then I'll do snakes. And then I'll do fishes, sharks, turtles, and then hippos. I think that's how you spell hippos. I think so. And then unicorns, dinosaurs, and then maybe a rat. Okay, so here it shows all of the animals and like the pets and stuff. Okay, so you could also choose file and then you could make a copy or a new spreadsheet, which you could also click on here. And then you could click on the template gallery or just a blank spreadsheet. Open, import, just like import some pictures or so. And then email, share to people, download, and then rename, move, add shortcut to drive, move to trash, merge version history, which is when's the last thing that you did, and then we can redo that one or so, like the last saved, and make available offline. Details, security, limitations, settings, and then prints. And then edit is just undo, cut, copy, paste special is just on the bottom here, if you could edit it. Then view, you want people to like view your own spreadsheet, like see all of like any kinds of like data that you choose from. And then insert cells, rows, columns, sheets, tables, charts, private table image, which you could put your image in here. And then drawing, function, link, checkbox, drop down, emojis, and then smart chips, which you could also use from like people like adding like more description about people or so. And then comments and notes. You could also put like formats where you could align, and then data, you could put down data where you could put like for your like science experiment, or like you put data onto here. So basically I'm going to show you the data part. So you could create a group by view, and then you click on the wrap. Yeah. And then which I have it bolded right here in the blue. And then you could protect sheets and ranges, named functions, and then create like a filter. So I'm gonna do add a slicer here. It could show all of these, and then it could show dinosaurs. And then all these are just like drop downs or anything that there is on here. You can make it more smaller or more bigger or so. You could delete this. And then you could also change the font, which you could drag all these, and then you could choose any of these fonts. So I chose this font just for example. Okay, so here is all the fonts. You could change the colors too if you really want to. You could change to green, red, yellow, and then blue or purple or like magenta, pink. And then I'm gonna change it to blue. And then you could also bold it, which here is the bold button. And then you could also italics it. Here is all them. And then you could also type in anything like random letters, and then it will go to like have more space on it. Because the font and like the bold and all like the color will save depending on what kind of row you have on. So yeah, basically it's all of that. And then it will just save automatically. So I'm gonna type in something like cat food, dog food, snake food, fishes food, sharks food, turtles food, hippos food, unicorn food, dinosaur food, and then rat food. So here shows all of the data that I chose to put down for my data. You could also print it, and then you could also paint format, and then you could also edit it. Extensions like adding your app scripts or add-ons, tools, and then data, format, theme. So I could change the theme into like any of these colors or customize it. I could change it to this one. The text, this, chart background, accents, and then I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna change it to all black to see. Let's see. And then remove this. Okay, so basically you have to click on a theme before you could actually try it on, which I have a blank sheet, so that won't work. I'm pretty sure it only works on basically templates if you're gonna try on a template that you would want. And then basically we could also insert cells. And then, okay, wait. Here, you could also just drag it down. And then we also have rows, which it does delete the rows. So watch out for that. And then we also have sheets, which this is a new sheet, sheet 2 on the bottom of the screen. And then we have sheet 2. We have tables. So it could be a blank table, event task, project task, content tractor, product prioritizations, requirement appliance, applications, and then event planning, customer relations, project management, travel planner, and then product roadmap, inventory management, requirement, and then team planner, and then marketing. So these are examples on tables that you could choose from. And then we also have charts over here on the bottom, where you could also just add your own data chart. So you could add standard, or let's see, you could add your own. Let's see here, customize. You could also be smooth line chart. It could be like a line chart or a combo chart, or area chart, stacked area chart, 100% stacked area chart, and then stepped area chart, and then stacked stepped area chart, and then 100% stacked stepped area chart, and then column chart, stacked column chart, 100 stacked column chart, and then here's just a range of it. I don't know for sure what the exact range is. It could be 100% or maybe less, another less. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification. And make sure to check out the videos, and make sure to check out the Google Sheets and the Google Slides video that I made. So make sure I'll keep you updated. So yeah.